Into the coupe and bitch, I'm swangin'. Driving hella loose, cause bitch, I'm drinking. Fucking break the rules, my hazard lights blanking. Roll the windows up, hot box, the whip stankin'. Red and blues in the rear view, still swangin'. High speed chase, nigga, fuck his day.
Fact.
True.
You good? Yeah, we're chilling.
We good? We gravy? We golden?
We good. All right.
Why you at the ring, but there ain't no light coming out that hoe?
Well, my tripod's in the whip.
Oh, so you're just using the
Yeah. And like I think we got pretty good light right now.
Hey man, it's up to you. Nigga. You was just talking about the lighting, and the ring is there, and there ain't no light coming out of it. So I was just confused. I was just trying to find out what's going on.
Hey man, take it easy.
I'm glad that this hoe's an hour, no cap, bro. Because
you.
I did another interview with these people. Fuck, I don't even remember. Man, I can't think of their name right now.
It was Fader, right?
Shit, I wish it was Fader, nigga. I know the nigga name who did the interview. His name was Water Owl.
Oh
fuck. What was that shit for, bro?
It's all good though.
But nonetheless, the interview was only like 15 minutes.
Oh, that's not enough time.
Nah.
Okay.
And he asked basic questions too. So.
I feel you. We'll spice it up.
Okay, go ahead.
Foam, you already know what's going on. I'm with my main man, Mike Frenchy.
You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Blackout, flash out, flash out, blackout, 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 flash out. I'ma just black out, flash out. Niggas stand 10 toes, we max out. Shawty, we here now, crash out. Whipping on the 4-5, smack down. I'ma just black out, flash out. Real nigga walk down, no back outs. Pussy nigga radar, get packed out. Pull it with the mask down, so stacks out. 40 this 40, need all of your wins. My hands need the keys to the seats of your Benz. Tell your bitch to hop in, can't see through the tent. Stick long like a limo, no bullshit. Niggas all on the net and they boofing. Won't even let you get the chance, stupid.
I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Pull up with sticks and drums, I look like a band. Probably won't show up sober, I'm going off a Zen. But I won't leave this bitch less it's cash in my hand. That ain't a request, shawty, that's a demand. I'm putting the beam to the dreams of your man. Pull up from the vert, I left hoes in the shirt. Uzi keep spitting that diamond is first. Bullets is hitting like linemen on first. And I'm keeping a Drake while I'm feeling the worst. I'ma just black out, flash out. Niggas stand 10 toes, we max out. Shawty, we here now, crash out. Gripping on the 4-5, smack down. I'ma just black out, flash out. Real nigga walk down, no back outs. Pussy nigga radar, get packed out. Pull it with the mask down, so stacks out. This is a liquor like jugging and robbing. Don't care about opinions, keep all of your comments. In love with the money like bitches and diamonds. I take that shit from you, good luck trying to find it. It licks on your bitch, it licks on your kids. It licks for the chips, I hit licks then forget. Short-term memory, long-term money. Ain't for the talking, now walk a little dummy. Beam on your back, so why are you running? Tactical vest ain't helping head hunting. Hang out the window, this dog like to bark. Now you outline with tape and covered with tarp. Mama told you this ain't good for your heart. Now you rolling this wood and you finna get sparked. You going outside if this off for the clout. The bullets didn't kill you, nigga, it was your mouth. I'ma just black out, flash out. Niggas stand 10 toes, we max out. Shawty, we here now, crash out. Gripping on the 4-5, smack down. I'ma just black out, flash out. Real nigga walk down, no back outs. Pussy nigga radar, get packed out. Put it with the mask down, so stacks out. What?
Frenchy, how's it going, man?
It's gravy, bro. It's great. It's good as fuck, bro.
That's what's up. Now, I feel like, you know, the people, they saw the video, they kind of can get a sense of who you are. Like, that performance was amazing. But, you know, it's like, for me, I want to learn a little bit more about you as a person, as an individual,
right,
as it relates to the rest of the creatives, not just the rappers and the producers,
right.
but as like a universal, like, themes and stuff like that. So I'm going to be giving you the hard-hitting questions that will always resonate and relate to, like, a lot of people outside. So when we, like, just getting into it, for the people who don't know you, who are you, Frenchy? Like, who is Mike Frenchy?
Who is Mike Frenchy? Mike Frenchy? Shit, that's a question. I mean, like, overall, from where did Mike Frenchy come from? The whole shit. Okay, so I think that goes into a part of, you know, how everything started with the, as far as music goes. Shit, my dad, bro. My dad was an R&B singer, and I'm not talking about he just sang, you know what I'm saying? But, like, my dad was with all bullshit, bro. Like, and I mean, like, he would tell me stories, but he was in a group, so he was in an R&B group. Interesting. Called VSOP. in Chicago with my godfather and a few of his other friends and shit like that. Nonetheless, I would see the CD as a kid because he had like CDs. Like when I tell you he was on all bullshit, like he was in the studio with like Boys to Men, like on all bullshit, bro. Like, I'm not playing with you, on all bullshit. And his story, like you would have to ask him about his story and the whole and how everything went down with that. But nonetheless, I would see his CD, and this is when we still lived in Chicago. So I would listen to his CD because he was always putting me on the music without me realizing that that's what he was doing. Like he was pushing me towards it without like pushing me towards it. So I guess the best way I could say, the best example I could give of somebody who's like famous, the best thing I could say is like a LeVar Ball to a LaMelo Ball or a Lonzo Ball. And how he was pushing them to it, but he wasn't necessarily forcing them. So he's putting me on shit like I would go to sleep as a kid to fucking Sade. You know what I'm saying?
That's some culture right there.
Like my mom would tell me that if I was crying in the car as a baby or whatever, my dad would like blast Outkast and shit like that. Like that's the shit that I'm on. So it's like a thing about like I would see his CDs, and mind you, as a kid, you're not very aware of the music industry. You're not even fucking aware of what the world is, bro. So I see a CD, it's got your face on it, I hear your voice on it. I'm like, my dad is fucking famous. I was like, my dad is a famous, because you know you don't understand that shit. Like my dad is famous, so I would come out here and I would tell one of my homies, I was like, bro, my dad's famous. He was on the CD booth, whatever. And that wasn't necessarily the case. You know what I'm saying?
But to you,
but to me, I'm like, this nigga famous. You know what I'm saying? You know what the fuck he got? What he talking about? And the thing is he's good, bro. Fuck good. He's great. Like that nigga got pipes, bro. That nigga got pipes, bro. No cap, bro. Like you know me, bro. You know I'm the first person to let a nigga know if they ain't got it. But that little group, they had some fucking joints, bro. Like I feel like now you can still put those albums on Apple Music, and he's got the liability to fucking blow up. But he was always influencing from Kanye West, fucking College Dropout, playing when he's picking me up from school, or Ludacris Chicken and Beer, which was my favorite album for the longest time because it was so profane, and that's not the shit that I was supposed to be listening to at all as a kid, bro. But it started off as shit like that, and then we moved out here, and he got in tune with somebody that he worked with that made music, and he was and his thing once he stopped making music was the big brother mentor vibes. You feel me? So I know what I did. I know where my mistakes came. I know where my successes came. I'm finna give you this information. Same shit that I be on. And it was this dude named Will who went by the rap name S. And at this time I had to be 12, 13, young as hell still. But he was bringing me to his crib, and I was in the studio. I got a picture of it too, of him being in the studio where they're teaching me 16 bars. And how to nod your head to a fucking beat and shit like that. And mind you, I'm 12, 13. I'm not even thinking about making music or nothing yet, bro. But he's bringing me around it to show you, oh, this is fun, or this is a creative way you could go about this, that, and the fourth.
Bro, so you was getting artist development before you even
wanted to be a fucking artist. On my mama, bro, for real.
That's what's up. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're good. That's that's the funny thing though. That's and like I always applaud my dad for that, for real, because I'm like, nigga, you was really the influence of the music. Again, Sade. I know plenty of niggas who don't. I ask them how to spell Sade.
Spell Sade in the comments,
spell Sade. If you don't know who Sade is, you ain't never heard fucking Smooth Operator or No Ordinary Love or whatever, bro. If you ain't heard them songs, bro, spell Sade in the comments, bro, and I can guarantee you gonna fuck it up because you're gonna put that H in there, bro. You're gonna put that H in there and there's no H. But no, nonetheless, it like artist development, him, and also like real life shit too. You know what I'm saying? All played a part with how I move as an artist. So he was like the super big influence. I was like, cause nigga, I was like always around it. Like I was around music literally from day one.
I feel you, bro.
Literally from day one. Like he told me he would have me in the studio with him. Wow. And obviously I don't remember. I'm infant level at that point, but I don't remember. But he would have me in the studio. So day one, like it was always music, because in his head it was a thing about like, if I can't calm this nigga down, he crying, he bullshitting, all that shit, I'm gonna throw this music on, and eventually he gonna shut Caroline the fuck up, right? But like artist development, 12, 13 years old. That's, and so my thing is, a thing about me is like, I want my peoples to be proud of me, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like me and my dad could connect through music. And not only that, but I had an interest in it myself. I was always the person, like I remember being in middle school, high school, and I was the person who folks was listening to damn Gucci Mane or Wayne. And this is like before I like took the time out to do that, because I'm still listening to fucking Biggie, Pac, Rakim, Eric B, like you know what I'm saying, like real 90s, 80s, the fucking rap, generation. Like rap, bro, like Cube, NWA, like all this shit. So niggas are like, don't want to listen to nothing I got going on, like the music I'm listening to, because I'm still listening to, you know, who shot him and damn, it was a good day. Like I'm still listening to that. But I appreciate that though, because I feel like the respect that I have for music, the knowledge that I have for music allows me to go further past just what a lot of artists are doing now, which I have no problem with. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, get your money how you get it, bro. I have no issue with that, bro. I have no issue with that. Because like Gucci Mane has said it the best. Gucci Mane is the reason why I listen to the different generations or different types of music, because he said in an interview, I'm not finna downplay these young niggas. They get money. They get into it off of something. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But
I mean, I Gucci Mane I think of like Gucci Mane and Young Thug are like the ones that like that come to my mind. It's like, yo, we recognize that young talent and like we got to pick them up, big them up, and then develop them.
Those have been the motherfuckers who've been putting niggas on for a while. Fucking Mulatto and Gucci Mane with that one joint. She's damn Thug and that joint. Fucking Thug and Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that.
That's
so
power.
But it all comes back to like, I was the nigga in middle school who had that and shit like that. And when I got to high school, I had a homie, Milo Velour, shout out him, who started making music.
Got you.
And at first, I love you, bro, and don't be mad at me for saying this, but at first, when he was still trying to figure shit out, I was like, you know, whatever, bro. But this is also during the time when SoundCloud just kind of started getting that vibe.
What year is this? Like
this is 214, 215 type shit.
Sheesh.
Like SoundCloud, like that's when niggas was really starting to finally, like that's when the first few people started to blow up on SoundCloud and shit like that, and the Lil Pumps and Smoke Perps and all them niggas started to rise. But I'm like, he's on SoundCloud, and I'm like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but it wasn't at that level that he's at now, where some shit like, okay, nigga, you coming with some shit. You know what I'm saying?
You got that fire.
But seeing his in high school, seeing his growth, seeing his development, seeing him work with people like Gun, seeing him work with people like Lil HBK, which I had the honor to meet through him and one of my other homeboys.
Definitely.
But like seeing him move through this Dallas scene, the way he moved through it and cut through it, and I'm thinking, nigga, I can do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, I fuck with music enough to know that, to think that I can do this shit. And I already knew by this time that I was not going to have no 9-to-5 job.
Facts.
Like, I just knew from my experience with school, I'm not the nigga that can sit down and just do the, you know, like, it's just not me.
And
bro.
that's okay.
And that's fine. That's fine, bro. I'm not taking that away from nobody. But if that's who you are, you have to also understand, no matter what nobody says, money does rule this world, bro. And you're going to have to pay them bills and, you know, go on about your life and shit like that. But at least do something that you love and you enjoy. And so prior to me even making music, I'm having heated debates with people. Who's the best rapper? What's the best rap album? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And I'm bringing like flows, delivery, content, all this other shit. People are like, nah, numbers. I'm like, bro, fuck them numbers, bro. Fuck them numbers, bro.
Numbers are not.
On me, bro.
It's not the say all be all. I'll say that much.
Bro, fucking Mick Jenkins is out of Chicago.
Fire.
And is a better rapper than a lot of these niggas who get way more numbers. And that's just, and as far as the technicality goes, that's just facts. But like, so I was already doing this music shit. I'm already, and like, I remember there was a point in time, my freshman and sophomore summer, I wanted to be the nigga who knew all the new music. So when fucking Going Crazy by Rich the Kid came out and Versace by Migos and Drake came out, I was like on that shit, like off jump. And I always knew I wanted to do something with music, whether it was DJ, manager, or whatever the fuck. I knew I wanted to do something with entertainment. And seeing my homeboy Milo do what he was doing inspired me. All the while I'm hanging out with a group of cats named AA, who they aren't together necessarily. They're still friends, but the AA movement isn't really, it's not the music movement no more. But my homeboy DJ who is now shooting videos.
Got you.
He dropped a song called Colorado.
Okay.
And my whole class just went nuts. I mean, like, you would hear people singing that shit in the hallways, and I was always, I mean, like, I was, not to toot my own horn, but I was that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knew me. I knew majority of these motherfuckers in this school type shit. Like, so it was always that, but I was like, nigga, I wanna do shows and have motherfuckers do the shit that you doing and shit like that. Like, I want that for me. And that seems live, but like, that sounds fun as fuck. And so then I dropped my song a few weeks later. Everybody was on it, and so now we're working together, and it was just that. And so that's the intro scene to Frenchy. Frenchy really didn't even become Frenchy, because at that time I wasn't even going by Mike Frenchy. I think I was going by like Jay Youngin, which was one of the names that one of my homies had gave me earlier. It was like JY the light skin, some shit like that. Like, it was like literally, bro, like, it was just, I was trying to find my name and shit like that. And so I went through like maybe 15 names, bro, before I landed on Mike Frenchy.
I feel you. Now, some people might not know this, but how important is a name, like, to an artist?
I believe, so the saying, don't judge a book by its cover, as much as it's a saying for motherfuckers to use, it's probably the least act like it, like nobody actually listens to that shit. When you're on Netflix, you don't fucking read every damn summary about a movie or TV show. If that motherfucking thing look fire, you gonna watch that hoe. You know what I'm saying? So for me, my whole thing is when I was envisioning a name for myself, I wanted it was a lot of shit that came to mind. Is one, I wanted a name that no matter how old I got, no matter how long I was in this shit, it never outdated itself. So niggas like Juvenile. That nigga's like 40-some years old, damn near 50 years old, and his name is Juvenile, which means young. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. Or even a Young Thug, you know what I'm saying? At some point, you ain't gonna be young no more, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gonna be old.
And I'm kidding. And like, right, old thug, like, type shit. But like, but my thing is like, one, I wanted it to last. And like, two, when for real, at first, I wanted it to incorporate my name.
Got you.
And so my real last name is Young. But I didn't want to be another young artist, young this, young that, or this
that's,
young.
That's played out.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That. Like, just like the Lils. And at this point, if we're being honest, niggas using the baby is starting to start playing out other shit. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, it was a thing, like, I want something, one that's original.
Got you.
When you Google search me, I don't want shit else to come up except for me.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I want something that sounds good. And so I tried the whole one word thing. I tried to be a Drake. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, nigga, you can't really. Drake is just so that. You know what I'm saying? But it literally took me so long. Like, I was in LA. I was in LA for school, and I was literally almost done. I had recorded a whole EP. I had recorded mad singles as I think Professor Finesser was the name that I was going by at this time.
He was really experimenting with these names.
Yeah, bro. Like, I had like 16 names, bro. Like, no cap. Like, Mike Frenchy is the name that I've had for the longest time, bro. No cap, bro. I'm trying to tell you, I had hella names for a good minute. Motherfuckers used to be so pissed off. Be like, what the fuck do I search to find you, bro? But like, literally, Mike Frenchy came up off of a fucking ad lib, bro. And I don't even remember. Like, that's like, it was so organic type shit that it like was literally like, oh, okay. Like, Mike Frenchy. And I heard it at the beginning of the beat. It literally came in like Mike Frenchy, like that, nigga. And I was like, that shit sounds hard as fuck. And my engineer, my homie Blue, or Brandon Masenko, shout out you.
Shout out.
I'm gonna plug you real quick.
Roses and super. Matter of fact, it makes me the janitor. Mopping up the blood and sipping wine out my canister. But ain't a drink alive can make me feel I can handle this. Bigger things to fret on. I've been stressed on. Body getting torn up, get the abs on.
Go fuck with my boy Brandon Masenko. Brandon spelled regular, Masenko, Masenko. Sorry.
For sure.
But
I'll make sure it's in the description. We showing love to everybody.
But nonetheless, he was like, that's hard, bro. And I was like, who's Mike Frenchy? He was like, who's Mike Frenchy? I was like, nigga, I don't know, bro. I was like, I'm Mike Frenchy now,
about
nigga.
to be him.
And literally, that's how the name came about. And so I wish, in my heart, I wish that my name came from like, oh, that was his street name, or that's what my mama called me as a kid, or whatever the fuck. And it's not, and that's fine that it's not. But it's like it plays what it needs to do, and it does what it needs to do. Because even afterwards, I was like, it makes sense as a name. One, Mike shit, microphone, nigga.
Yeah.
Even though it's spelled M-I-K-E, microphone. And then Frenchy, I have Creole backgrounds. So I was like, that all plays together, bro. And it all comes together as a whole because those Creole backgrounds still play an effect because that's my grandmama.
Yeah.
And that's her sister. And that's her children and shit like that.
Paying homage.
Right. And so that's my thing with it. And so, like, for real, Mike Frenchy came from a motherfucking ad-lib, bro. From a dead ass from an ad-lib, bro. And the song is still up. It's called Back on My Bullshit, and it is not a great song at all. It's one of those early development songs, but it's that is the song that I was recording whenever I recorded. I remember that shit like it was yesterday, but that shit was hilarious.
I feel you, bro. Dude, so like that's really interesting, and I'm glad that we got to kind of get a little overview of like a summary of your upcoming, and that's pretty awesome now. So like when we think about 2021, like we know, Corona, we still living out here, wear your masks or social distance, you know what I'm saying? So like, do you have any plans for 2021 as it is for like music or dropping any projects like that?
Hell yeah. I really want to do some Love Below type shit. Not necessarily on the same thing, but like that 2-part album shit. So Andre had a shit, or even Shrimp Life 3, where they had their own type shit. And I want to do something like that, but I want one side to be the real shit, the shit that connects motherfuckers to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm also a wild, hype-ass nigga, so I also want to be able to have a side where it's wild, hype-ass shit for you to go to parties to, for you to go to the club and listen to, for you to be in your car banging out to. But at the same time, nigga, you feel sad, bro? You want to cry, my nigga?
Cry with me.
Side A, nigga. Side A. Listen to this other shit, bro, because I got both of it. And it's just to show the versatility, because my biggest fear with music, bro, is coming out as one thing or one style and wanting to shift into another lane, whether it's because of life experience or just because that's what I wanted to do originally, and the fans don't accept it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a situation like A$AP Rocky, bro. A$AP Rocky came out and he said it in an interview. I wanted to show motherfuckers I could do the mainstream shit, but outside of that, that's not what I wanted to fucking do. You know what I mean? And so my biggest fear is to fuck around and do some shit like that, and then I drop my testing album.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And motherfuckers are like, what the fuck is this? Or even Kanye West is a way better example. You feel me? He went from platinum chains, hoes, and money to God, which I applaud. But ask anybody about a Kanye album post Yeezus, and they gonna say it was all right, it was mid, it was shaky or whatever. In my opinion, fucking the joint with Father Stretch Your Hands on it, and Life of Pablo, and even his Sunday Service joint, I fuck with both of those albums. Bangers. Because I understand that that's not, he ain't on, Late Graduation or shit like that. Like he ain't on that no more.
It's not on those vibes anymore. Yeah,
which is fine because that's growth. But that's my biggest fear, is so with this project, I want to do something where it's like, okay, we understand he has both.
Got you.
He can come in here and he can give us this studio album of some real Holyfield shit that's going on with him or going on in the world or whatever that I can relate to, or that I know somebody who can relate to or whatever.
That's what's up.
But he can also turn around and make me jump and get me hype and shit like that. And that's because that's my biggest thing, because I don't want to go to a show and like, I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, but I don't want to go to a show and be on sad boy shit or be on
24/7.
You know what I'm saying? Or be on like the conscious shit all the time, because my thing is one, that's not who I am all the time, bro.
Definitely.
Like, and I feel like that's a thing, especially with the further you go up. Like, I met Kendrick Lamar one good time on Hollywood Boulevard, bro.
Tell me about that.
And he's a regular nigga, bro. But my thought process based off of his content, and the way he goes about doing his interviews and the shit that he gives a fuck about, I'm like, this is the Malcolm X ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to talk to me about shit else other than the betterment of our people type shit, nigga.
Some pimp a butterfly,
right?
Butterfly
type
he's
shit. Regular as fuck.
Okay.
And it's like cool as shit to realize that he's regular as fuck.
I got
But the thing is though, is like, and I know it'll always be there, that there will be this view of you based off of your product and shit like that.
Facts.
But I just don't want to get to a point where people are just like, this is all he has to offer, and as soon as he tried to do anything else,
got you
fall off. Because the only person I know of who has switched their style up and has flourished from it is Tyler the Creator, bro.
I mean, we could talk about that
and
all
day.
Yeah,
right?
that's facts. And Yeah, I totally agree, bro. So like, kind of like sticking on that point, when we talk about like the Kanyes and the A$AP Rockies, like, do you ever separate the art from the man? Do you ever separate?
Fuck yeah.
Kanye? Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Let's
let me
talk about it.
Let me tell you why. I don't give a fuck. Listen to me. Hold on. I don't give a fuck.
Wait,
R.
look
Kelly.
in the camera.
R. Kelly. I don't give a fuck. R. Kelly as a human being
Jesus
is the
Christ.
most fucking scum that there is.
He's
But
scum.
if that nigga makes a remix to the remix of Ignition and you tell me you're not listening to it, you're a fucking liar. I don't care, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga is human scum, for sure. But if he makes a remix to the remix of Ignition, you're telling me my mind's telling me no, nigga. If that song comes on, you're not you're like, bro, you're a vibey.
I'm pretty sure that song still comes on at every cookout.
Exactly, and that's my point. So hell yeah, I differentiate the artist from the music. So people like Tory Lanez, I fuck with Tory Lanez music, bro. And when the whole Megan Thee Stallion shit happened, and it's still currently happening, I had no input, one, because I was not there. So the people who was like, Megan Thee Stallion right, Tory Lanez right, I was like, bro, shut the fuck up, you wasn't there, bro.
Yeah.
But like beyond that, I'm like, nigga, I fuck with your music, bro. You telling me I gotta stop listening to Jerry Sprunger because you made a mistake, my nigga? Like, nah, dog. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not finna do all that, bro. Shit, even Michael Jackson has allegations. You
Yeah.
telling me it's not niggas out here still listening to Michael Jackson, bro?
Off the
So
wall.
it's
Hell yeah.
exactly, it's my point. Like, so it's a thing where it's like, yeah, you're human, bro. You made a mistake, and that mistake is fucked. Like,
Yeah.
that nigga R. Kelly is on some shit.
Yeah, you
but
fucked.
like, it's a thing where it's like, bro, your music, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be able to differentiate that type of shit, because if you
Definitely.
don't, bro, it's, you know what I mean? Niggas out here you wouldn't be able to listen to.
A lot. There's a lot.
Jay-Z is one of the pinnacles of rap music, and this nigga was a crack dealer.
Yeah.
He stabbed or shot his own brother, bro. Like, those are facts. That's shit that he has spoke on.
That's crazy, bro.
And it's like, y'all ain't canceling this nigga, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, it's a thing about,
you can never forget the Solange Jay-Z elevator.
exactly. That's my point, bro.
We all got shit
That's
in
my
the past,
point.
bro.
That's my point, bro.
That's a great point.
But
bro.
everybody grows, so it's like, no, I'm not about to.
Definitely.
And that's with anybody, bro. Like, even Kevin Hart had his moment where it was like, oh, he said something about gay folks before the whole LGBTQ movement really started, when unfortunately the world was in a place where it was okay per se to make those comments,
To make those jokes, yep.
and but
It's not
even
funny anymore.
but nah, right, but even still, I'm like, my nigga, he was 20, bro, 20 some years old.
Cracking
I can say
jokes,
right now
bro.
that the person that I was at 15, if I looked at him right now, I'd be like, nigga, what are you doing, bro?
Cringe,
Like,
bro.
what are you doing, my dude? And but it's all about growth, bro. So I'm not gonna, cause I know I'm gonna make mistakes. I know there's probably tweets, Facebook posts, and some more shit you could pull up on my ass, and you could cancel the fuck out my shit. But I'm not about to sit here and kill your whole, the way you're feeding your family
Definitely.
over some mistakes. Now R. Kelly, that nigga different.
Yeah.
That nigga different. That's different.
We don't claim
we
you.
don't jam R. Kelly on a
Yeah.
daily basis, but I'll watch the fuck out some Kevin Hart. But
No, dude, that's a great point. So like, when we think about like growth and like just like your journey, but like within your career, like what is the type of artist that you want to grow into? So like when it's all said and done, and then you look back and you're at the height of your career, you look back and like what do you want people to say about you, about your music?
I want motherfuckers to feel the same way. So I don't even think about it when I'm at my peak, bro. When I'm gone and there's no more Jordan, bro, there's no more Mike Frenchy, and that shit's over with, and that's just life.
Yeah.
When that shit's over with, I want motherfuckers to be like, that nigga touched me. I got through this because of that. Or I have these memories with this song, bro. So for example, when Mac died, nigga, I cried real tears, bro.
Yeah.
I cried real tears when Mac died. I hadn't met Mac Miller a day in my motherfucking life, but I cried real tears purely off the Faces mixtape, bro. Got me through some shit. Got me through some shit in my life, bro. And so I want that effect, bro. Like, I know that when Drake's
That's
Drake's
gonna be tough.
when Drake's gone,
That's
bro,
gonna be tough.
when Drake's
bro.
gone, even if he's not dead, but he's just done with music,
Yeah.
and he's just on
Yeah.
his P. Diddy shit, you know what I'm saying?
taking care of his
Motherfuckers just gonna
son.
be like, damn, bro. It's like watching a sport and growing up with a Kobe Bryant. and you realize that you found this love of music or sports or whatever the fuck else due to this person, and because it had this person not have existed, your influence or your reason as to why you want to do something isn't there. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just trying to be a person that one influences other motherfuckers to do this shit, bro. Because nigga, like, real deal, Holyfield, this music shit has done a lot for me as far as mental health shit.
Talk about it, bro.
Cause like, bro, I got anxiety, bro, and that's just one thing, bro. I got anxiety like a motherfucker, bro. So having the courage and forcing myself to go and network with folks like you, folks like Nick or Quate, folks like DTX Nova, shout out you, and Yak the Mac and all these people, the courage to reach out to them and just talk and be like, hey, yo, bro, I fuck with your vibe, or, you know, I want to work with you, or whatever the conversation is, even if it's just on friend shit, you know what I'm saying? The courage to do that, I did not have prior to making music and prior to forcing myself to getting on stage. Yes, the first time I got on stage, I fucked the fuck up because I was nervous as hell. But nonetheless, it's a thing where it's just like, I still deal with anxiety, but being able to drop music and be like, fuck it. If they don't like it, they don't like it. It is what it is. Or if I get on this stage and they don't vibe the way I anticipate them to vibe, or whatever the case is, or even if I go and introduce myself to this motherfucker and they're not on that, that's fine. But it was like I'm talking about, anxiety was so bad, I was going to McDonald's and having my mama order my food, nigga. Like, it was bad, bro. But it's like, I mean, even depression, bro. And I mean, especially now in today's society, this is a big thing about why I want to influence fuckers to do this music, because today, in today's society, with there being social media and you being able to get this information and this instant gratification from a like and from a view or whatever the fuck else, with that being a thing, that depression is damn near on a skyrocket right now, you feel me? And so being able to write it out and speak it out within a song, whether it sounds good or not, is like therapy. Instead of, so if you don't feel comfortable having a person in front of you, like, asking you questions and asking about your life and shit like that, being a therapist, if you don't feel comfortable with that motherfucking microphone, bro, don't got no eyes, no mouth, bro. But that motherfucker will listen to you. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, yeah, I definitely agree. And then even from a different perspective, like, I go in the booth, I get all my feelings out, or I go in the art studio, I just shake the can and shake the shit up, and I just go crazy, or like whatever it is.
Anything, like, bro.
Like, yeah, I really enjoy the fact that, like, creatives, we can take our pain, we can take any emotion, even if we're happy, we can be happy sometimes, right?
Hell yeah. And that's the thing too, is when those happy moments come, and you want to make a happy joint for niggas to be happy too, you can do that too.
Yeah, and then they feel that. They feel that how you felt. Exactly.
And that's a big part of making music, bro. Is and that's what stops a lot of people from making music is motherfuckers want to be too cool or whatever the fuck else. And so when they hop in the booth,
that was me. That was me. And then I was spitting fake bars. I got the
beyond fake bars though, bro, because that's a topic in itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Beyond fake bars and shit like that, but like, there's no fucking feeling, bro. So like last night when I was telling Lane when he was doing the little freestyle outside, and I was like, where'd your fucking energy go?
Yeah.
That's real, bro. Don't drop off your energy, or don't because you trying to sound a certain type of way because that motherfucker sound like that, or that motherfucker. Like, don't do that shit, bro. But it's a thing about, like, when you can really get into that studio and lock in and put your heart on that motherfucker, bro.
I feel you.
That shit, you walk about that bitch feeling lighter, bro.
I feel you. Now, what does your process look like now? Some people, I feel like they carry a notepad around and then they'll just jot things or whatever, or like they'll have like the notes app like on their phone. They do the notes app. How do you go about writing and just recording? Like, what does that process look like once you're in the studio?
So, okay, so as far as walking around, like if I'm at work or wherever the fuck else I'm at, and I just think of some shit, Google Docs, my nigga. I used to use the notes app.
Why not? I use the notes app.
I used the notes app for a while, and then while I was in LA, I had one of the my mentor who became my mentor, the dude Will that I was telling you about earlier. He became my mentor while I was in LA. Got you. And he put me in tune with this dude who could give me Logic, but it's cracked. And it came with a bunch of plugins. Hey, don't come for me, bro. Get it how you live.
Yeah, for real. I know a lot of homies that got the demo version still.
Right, bro. Like bangers. I have a version of Logic from like 4 years ago because I can't update my shit or else it'll disappear. Yeah, but nonetheless, he put so much shit on my fucking laptop that like I couldn't I couldn't bring my notes into it without crashing my laptop because it was just too many fucking notes.
I got you.
So I had to keep my my notes off. But I was like trying to figure out a way because like I started off writing. But my problem with writing pen and pad is I got ADHD, so once my brain is past it, it's gone. Like that shit is in the wind, bro. I won't remember shit about shit. But with typing, I can type faster than I can write, so I figured that out. But that Google Docs is because I can use it on my phone and turn around and go on my laptop and still because a big thing is right. Because a big thing for me is when I started writing on digital devices, I started really on my laptop. And so like I feel like in my opinion the best songs that I write are me typing that shit out on my laptop, not in my phone. I just use my laptop to type it out and go to my phone to record it.
That's interesting.
But the real shit though, and this is funny as fuck, and I'm bringing it back to my nigga Blue because we had a conversation about this a few weeks ago, and like I be feeling like the best songs I write, I'm sitting on the toilet taking a shit, bro. No cap.
We really shitting on these niggas.
No cap, bro. I was talking about Hobie Blue, and I was like, I'm finna make a tape called the Shitty Tapes or some shit like that.
I remember you talking about that like a while ago.
Yeah, really bro. Funny. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Some of the best songs I felt like I've ever wrote in my whole entire life. That Dolo joint that I sent you on the toilet, bro. On the toilet.
Have your legs ever gone numb?
Fuck yeah.
From you like, yo, if I stand up,
if I stop, I'm gonna lose the vibe. Hell yeah, bro. Like I won't even be shitting, and I'll still be fucking writing the song because my whole thing is if I lose that vibe, it'll either take forever to come back to it or it won't come back, and now I only got a first verse and a hook. But like, yeah, for real, like when it comes to that writing shit, I don't give a fuck where I'm at, bro. I've had to pull over on the highway and like write.
Sheesh. Bro, that's what's up. Now you said like I just want to touch on this one thing that you said, and you said like, yo, I gotta write it, and if I don't write it, I'll lose it. So does that mean that you kind of like make songs all in the same moment, or can you come back to those songs like a couple of days later, or even the next day? And like, how does that?
It depends. It depends on. It really just depends on the song for real. Some songs I can come back to the next day. Some songs I can take a break from for an hour and come back to. And some songs it's just I can't. And so like for real, you and Nick and everybody get on my ass because I don't drop songs.
For real, bro. Shout out Quake Gamma, bro. Like, yeah. He doesn't drop songs either. You don't drop songs, but they're fire, bro. Like I don't understand.
It's literally because they're not done. Like that's really what it boils down to. There's no second verse.
It's all good.
And so there's like all these fucking songs and there's no second verse or whatever the fuck else. And like and a big thing for me, and another thing that me and my homeboy Blue was talking about. I wish he was here so we could have these conversations together. But is like, bro, like I move fast. My brain moves fast, especially with ADHD. So when I get past something, it's one, it happens quick as fuck to get past something. Yeah. And second, once it's gone, it's gone. It's in the past. So there's songs that me and Nick have that are recorded that I haven't taken the time out to mix and master or whatever because I'm like, bro, I'm not on that vibe no more. Yeah. Or I don't believe that is worthwhile due to the fact that I feel like I've grown from that. You know what I'm saying? And so he's always like, just reflip the beat. I'm like, nigga, I've used this beat for this song. That's all. That's the only song that's in my head now.
Yeah, that's like that flow. Like
exactly, bro. Because I'm like, bro, that's like trying to make a song from like Drake's What's Next, but you've listened to What's Next so many times that you just rap like this nigga Drake. So there's no originality to it. And so, but yeah, like that's the thing. So when I'm past it and it's gone, it's gone. But there's for a while I'd write 4 or 5 songs all at the same time. Sheesh. And so it would be like I'll get the hook on one song, switch to another beat, get a fucking verse for one song, then switch to another beat, maybe fuck around, finish the song, then go to another beat, and then do like a second and first verse, no hook. Like, and I was doing all of that at the same time. So like my first EP, The Other Side, while it's not that great, that's how all those songs got written, was all at like I wrote that whole EP in like a month, and it was because all those songs were all at the same time.
Got you.
And then I just recorded it.
Damn, bro, that's quite the process, and I'm glad that there's a bunch of different processes because I don't think I could work like that, bro. Like pulling over on the highway, bro. I don't know. That would give me anxiety, but that's what's up, bro. So when we think about like those songs that have only like the one verse and the one hook, do you not like reach out to the like the locals or like any of your connections to try to say, like, hey, bro, if you want to hop on this, like go for it? Like how does How does it kind of go when you do outreach to other artists and stuff?
It's a thing for me, bro. So I respect this music shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not finna just put a nigga on it because they're up or because I can't finish the song. But that's real though, bro. So like, yeah, like I want this feature from Texan, but
yeah, I'ma get it. Put on for my city, screaming, bitch, what's up with it? Snap back, no fitted, these niggas cap rap, quit it. Nigga take a cat nap, you a widget, I'm in the trap back, lieutenant.
But if the vibe's not right, I'm not finna just put them on it. I got a feature from Yak the Mac, and the only reason I got the feature and was willing to pay the money for the feature and do that process was because I knew that the type of song that it was, adding his style to it would do nothing but boost it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, bro.
So when it comes to a song, and don't get me wrong, I know a lot of these motherfuckers out here, bro, but when it comes to a song, if in my head I'm like, I don't know nobody who I could see on it, then it just sits. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I'm not gonna do some shit just to finish a song. I'm not gonna do some shit just because a nigga's up to gain no benefit. Because
I respect that.
That's just not me, bro. And another thing is, I don't want a motherfucker to be like, I'm the reason you won. That's a whole nother part to it. That's a whole nother part to it.
Nah, bro, I fuck with that. And now I feel like that conversation kind of bleeds into like clout chasing, bro. Like, do you think that I feel like the word clout hasn't been used like in like mainstream like social media or like anything in a while. Do you think that the kind of like the clout chasing or like that clout era is done with?
Fuck no, it's the norm now.
Woo.
It's the norm now.
Okay.
You got to think about people like 6ix9ine, bro. This nigga whole career, be real, like that nigga whole career is built off of clout chasing. That nigga didn't go to O Block to actually flex and be like, y'all niggas ain't on shit. He went to O Block because he knew if he went to O Block. And I'm from Chicago. So I know what it is when you talking about O Block.
Got you.
So I know that he went definitely like 3 in the fucking morning, which be safe for sure. But he definitely went when nobody was outside, because I promise you, as soon as he poked his head out,
would have been a problem.
Fuck a problem. That nigga would not be here no more.
Oh shit. Just kidding. Whatever I said.
Fuck a problem. That nigga would not be here no more. If he poked that rainbow hair out and he was talking all that shit about Lil Reese, Chief Keef, Von, and all this other shit, that nigga would be gone. What the fuck? I just know Chicago enough to know like that's a city that is taken away from me. So I know that they don't give a fuck about him. You know what I mean?
So when we think about like, well, shit, not even that, man, but just like, so how does like a creative person, not even just a rapper, but like someone who does art like myself or someone that writes books, how do we utilize clout? Can we utilize clout?
Hell
or
yeah.
Is it just
Hell
like
yeah.
negative?
I feel like now especially with shit like TikTok, shit like fucking Instagram, bro. If I'm being totally real with you, bro, 6ix9ine smart as fuck. He's smart than a bitch. I mean, he dumb as hell.
Yeah,
but
he's
smart
dumb as hell.
He's dumb as hell for getting himself in the situation that he got himself into, resulting in him snitching. But he's smart as fuck for his game plan.
Yeah,
his game plan being, hey, if I cause enough problems and I got these drops, niggas gonna be looking at me. You have to think about it like this. Since that, not even before that, you have to think about it like this. Meek Mill and Drake's beef. Every time a diss song would come out, somebody was dropping.
Yeah.
Rick Ross and 50 Cent beef, same shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's always been that level of clout chasing per se, and beefing with a nigga that's above you in order to get that knowledge or get people to look at you. And that's probably why folks go at Drake so much. But like clout chasing per se, or really what I'm saying is doing shit to go viral is the new clout chasing type of situation. So even Boot Gang.
I was thinking about him. Yeah, I was about to bring
or the
him
nigga
up.
who was like, put him in a coffin and doing shit like that. Shit, even fucking playing potatoes, darkness, nigga, like that nigga, bro. like all of that is clout chasing, but it's doing shit to be viral because that's essentially the new way of getting on. Because I feel like nowadays it's less about the talent as much as it's about the entertainment level. So if you're not bringing that entertainment level, then you're not looked at as a mainstream artist. The only reason why people like Migos are still up is because you have shit where Quavo is not into it with Saweetie no more, and that's on Shade Room. So now, it's in my head. I'm gonna go listen to the music.
Let me go peep. Yeah.
Right.
You had the Cardi B situation. Yeah.
Offset and Cardi B, exactly. And so it's a thing about, it's all promotion. At the end of the day, you got to think about it like this. You're like paid what's it called? That shit that be in movies. So you're watching a movie and you see Pepsi every fucking scene.
Yeah.
Just low key as fuck. Pepsi right here, Pepsi right here, Pepsi right here. You see that shit, and in the back of your head, your brain is still working subconsciously. Oh, I want a Pepsi now. So now you're paying for it because you're just in the face of a person. So
I feel you.
I feel like, I hate to say it, but I feel like clout chasing and trying to go viral is if you're trying to do this music shit fast and you just trying to get a buck,
You just trying to in and out like.
then you need to do that. You need to go on TikTok and you need to go and start making skits, or you need to go out here and prank niggas, and you need to go out here and get that, because a lot of what I have seen is niggas coming up off of, fuck it, best fucking example I have right now. DDG was a YouTuber who went by the name of Pontiac Made DDG, right? I remember being in like middle school, high school, watching this nigga's YouTube videos of him pranking his girl while he was at Michigan State.
Yeah.
And he would do like little freestyles every now and again to diss other YouTubers and shit like that, just on some funny
Some
shit.
petty shit.
Like just some funny shit for real. But like, it was never a situation of like, oh, he's taking this music shit super OD serious. That nigga has features with Rich the Kid, Blueface, YG. That song where he's like tiptoeing Calabasas or whatever the fuck, the Calabasas joint, that's him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even notice.
But that's the thing though, is so it's a thing about like people realizing, oh, we have all these platforms to do shit where we can make YouTube videos, or we can make TikToks, we can make, well, RP Vine, but we can make Vines or whatever the fuck else, and we can get this community around us for this and use that community to flourish on this.
I got you.
You know
bro.
what I mean?
No, dude, that's a great point. Now, speaking about platforms, where can the people find you? Like, where are you located on social, and then as well as across all DSPs? Can they find you everywhere? Like, where can they find your music and then your social?
So my music right now is on SoundCloud. I had it on everything for a while, but my whole thing is I want my shit to be clear, so that way when I drop my studio album, my debut album, that I took the years and time to work on, that's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
I got
and
you.
also because you got to pay to do that shit, and I want that to be worthwhile. I want to at least get my money back for the money that I used to put on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But so if that's not the case, then I'm just gonna rock it out on SoundCloud because it's free. But as far as social medias, I'm on. I think I'm on damn near everything except for Tumblr and Reddit, bro. and it's all the same. It's all coordinated. It's Mike Frenchy, MikeDaFrenchy.
I'll put it in the description box below. Make sure y'all check them out.
But yeah, like, I mean, I'll be out here, bro. I'll be everywhere. You can find me.
That's what's up, man. So when we think about like the new wave of music, do you find yourself kind of like looking to pioneer a new sound for Dallas, or are you just kind of like in your own lane? I'm Mike Frenchy. This is my sound. I'll make it plural. These are my sounds.
Yeah. I am more so on the level of I'm me. I make me music. I do me shit.
So you don't make music for the people. So you make it for yourself, and if they happen to like it, then they like it.
More so.
Okay.
More so. I found myself doing a lot of shit. I remember there was a patch of time where it was like no music coming out, and it was just a point where I was like, nigga, I gotta make shit so I can listen to something, bro. I'm tired of listening to the same shit over and over again. And so it was that, but more so than anything, as far as on a level of like inspiring for the new wave or shit like that, bro, I do believe I have a different sound.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's not niggas that are out there that sound like me. But I think that as far as Dallas goes and the way Dallas is, I do have my own lane because a lot of folks are doing the punch-in rap, you know what I'm saying, more splurge-esque shit, you know, which is fine. That shit go. If it go, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not necessarily doing that to start no wave or no shit like that. It's more so of a thing where it's like, this is just what I think goes hard. And I think that that's a big thing with people who start waves and shit like that. So Young Thug, for example, Rich Homie Quan and shit, when that shit was going off, I can guarantee that motherfucker, that nigga Young Thug, he might have said, hey, I'm about to be the new wave and shit like that or whatever. But I feel like in his head more than anything, it was, I think this shit go hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to follow behind another nigga because everybody else think that shit go hard. And that's the shit that starts the new wave, is the fact that a nigga like Lil Yachty or fucking Playboy Cardi or Thug or whoever the fuck else can come out and be like, I'm just doing this shit because I think it's hard.
Bro, you're preaching right now. So some people might not know this, but you kind of do a little bit of like everything when it comes to the music. Like you can put down a melody, you can mix, you can master it, and then you put down some dope ass bars. So do you think, as a creative in general, do you think it's important to be able to handle every step on the way through your creative process to get that final product?
I think that if you have something very specific in mind that isn't no shit that is some shit that's well known or it's, even if it's new and original, I feel like if that's the case, then yes, 100% you should be taking the time out that's your time. You should be taking that time out to learn how to mix it the way you want it to be mixed and produce it the way you want it to be produced. Because especially if it's a new and original sound, you can't tell a motherfucker to do some shit that's only in your head, bro.
Facts.
I don't know what the fuck going on in your head, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Might be scary in there.
Yeah,
Might be scary hours in there.
I don't know what's going on in that motherfucker. So, it's a thing where it's like, I believe if that's the case, yeah, for sure, I believe it. But I also think that everybody needs help, and I know that a thing that was preventing me from doing shit was the fact that I was like, oh, I got to do it all by myself, promo, engineer, produce, all that shit. I got to do all that shit by myself, and realizing you need a team around you to do all this other shit too, because you literally can't do all that shit by yourself.
Facts.
I mean, you can. There's niggas like Russ.
Yeah.
Who do that shit, but one, it takes a fuck lot longer, and two, if your whole end goal is to be Drake or Migos or fucking Frank Ocean or whoever the fuck, one of those real big names that are solidified,
yeah,
they have teams, bro. You know what I'm saying? Drake had the whole situation of ghostwriters and shit like that, which by like that nigga got like 8 albums of straight hits. You didn't think he was ghostwriting? Shut the fuck up. But like, it's teams, bro.
Yeah.
It's engineering teams, it's producing teams, it's promo teams. All that shit plays a factor, bro. But I know that now coming up, you can't depend on everybody at the same time. Motherfuckers got their lives going on. Motherfuckers is trying to get themselves right. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm not taking away from none of that, nigga. I'm trying to get myself right too.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It's like you can't help other people unless your oxygen mask is on first.
Exactly, bro. The same way everybody was on Drake ass when PNB Rock and all them niggas was on there, and they was having a problem because he wasn't like lifting them the way they expected him to, because he was still establishing himself as an artist or doing whatever he felt like he needed to do for himself as an artist. And they was mad. I understood that shit because I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, nigga, I got a family. Nigga, I got people who are dependent on me. You know what I'm saying? And I got to get this shit right in order to provide for these people. Yes, I'm still gonna look out for you, but not the way I'm gonna look out for myself.
Got you.
And that's not even on no disrespect shit. That's just on some nigga. That's how you look out for yourself. So I gotta do the same shit. But like, yeah, coming up, I feel like I've benefited from learning how to engineer, and I've benefited from learning how to write my own shit, and benefited from all of this learning and all of this knowledge because, one, it pushes you further. It pushes you past the shit that you know. You know what I'm saying? These YouTube channels and videos will have you think in a different type of way just because it's shit you didn't even realize you needed to know. Facts.
Dude, I mean, if you look at my first video versus the video now, it's completely different. Like, I got, like, different intros.
Exactly.
I'm adding music now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And, like, when we talk about, like, journeys, I think that's great. And you made a great point. Like, you need help, but not to be dependent. So there's definitely a balance to that. So kind of touching on that, I feel like there's a lot of younger kids that are starting to get, like, they're finding their passions now, and they weren't like born with it, or they didn't have parents like you that were able to like kind of guide them. So how does someone go about asking for help without seeming desperate or just like, oh no, you just want to use me, bro? Because like, have you ever ran into that situation before?
you gotta know how to carry yourself, bro. But that's not even just music shit. That's just life, bro.
Definitely.
That's
Nah,
that's
it's
a
some
life.
life
That's
shit.
a life shit. That's some life shit you gotta go through, bro. You gotta understand how to talk to motherfuckers, bro. And then, and you gotta understand who your audience is when you are talking to motherfuckers, bro. If you dealing with a hood nigga and you talking to him and belittling him because he's a hood nigga, but you want him to do your shit, it ain't gonna work out for you.
He'll probably fight
to,
you.
If you are a hood nigga and you talking to a regular civilian nigga, but you talking to him like a hood nigga, they gonna feel threatened or some shit. So you gotta know who your audience is and how to talk to this motherfucker. And that's why I'll always say the best way for you to connect with motherfuckers is to be their friend first. You know what I'm saying? Before Nick and me made music, before me and you made music, I was homies with y'all first. You know what I'm saying? So that way I was able to be like, oh, okay. Well, how did you do this? Or how are you going about this? Or woo up, whatever the question was.
That way it's more of it's a mutual benefit of both parties.
Beyond being a mutual benefit, I understand that you're going to help me out because we have this relationship. So there's no reason for you to feel like, oh, I'm using you or this nigga's desperate, because at this point you know about my situation and you know I'm not trying to use you or whatever the fuck it is. And so it's a thing where it's like, okay, well, let's have this chop up, let's talk and do our thing, and then let's get into the music for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I met Nick at work, bro, and me and him had plenty of conversations.
Was that at Chili's?
That was at Chili's,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Me and him had plenty of conversations, and the only reason the music shit even came into an effect was because I was having another conversation about how I was living in LA and doing music prior to that.
I didn't know that.
And so it was a thing where it's like, I realized in my head, I would rather be friends with these niggas than just business partners, because I realized quick, when you're just business partners, that love and that passion isn't as tight as it would be if I was friends or family with this motherfucker. For the simple fact that, again, it all goes back to I need to look out for myself because I'm trying to get on just like you trying to get on.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Nah, dude, that's what's up. So I think that I mean, I feel like, so do you think that there's a difference between having like a team with you versus a community? Because I feel like when we look at the Dallas community, it's very competitive.
It's a crab in a barrel ass
community. It's a crab in a barrel ass community. So so how do you go about like going from the friends and the friends and family bucket, if you will, to the community bucket when you want to reach out and ask for help, or even wanting to do a collaboration with somebody?
You got to stick your neck out, bro. Straight up. This shit is not about getting a yes for everything at all. Okay. If it was a yes for everything, nigga, I'd be signed on tour right now. Straight up. Facts. But you have to understand that when you come into anything that you want to do, you're going to get a no. You're going to get a fuck ton of no's. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You're going to get no's. You're going to get disrespect. You're going to get all this other shit. And you got to understand that that's the shit that comes with it. Not everybody is on the level that you are on as far as where your thinking is at. Not everybody is thinking the way that you're thinking. It's just, that's what it is, bro.
Definitely.
Especially out here. Like, Chicago violent as fuck. And niggas die every day. And it's that, but when it comes to the music shit, the people out there, bro. Yeah. Like, I got a cousin. Shout out A Damn Killer, bro. Shout out. I got a cousin who we met for the first time while in LA, and he was like, nigga, if you need anything, bro. And that story's crazy too. I met Natasha Benefield that day too and didn't even realize it was her. But like, nah, like, it's a thing about realizing we're all struggling. We're all trying to get out of here. We all want to succeed. And it's a thing that Dallas's problem is everybody is so, I need to do this, I need to do that. And it's because they're so tight-knit groups, which there's nothing wrong with that. But because these groups are so tight-knit and there's a couple motherfuckers out here who are like either weird or on bullshit or whatever the fuck else, it automatically closes them to being like, I don't want to help out, or niggas is doing this for the money. Facts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas out here are hood niggas trying to get paid so they don't have to go back to jail or they don't have to look over their shoulder no more. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So it just becomes a thing where it literally takes one person, bro. If Yella Beezy came back, if Erica Banks came back and grabbed two people, that she felt like could flourish.
And
then those 2 people grabbed 2 more people. And then those 2 people grabbed 2 more people. Not only are you putting Dallas on, but motherfucker, if you start a label like that, bro, you know how much money you're bringing in without actually having to make a song?
A lot.
Like, for real. And that's the thing that motherfuckers don't realize is everybody's so about themselves. And again, that's fine to be about yourself, because nobody gonna care about you except for you. But if you're already in a position like a Yella Beezy, like a Erica Banks, fuck it, go Yayo or Lil CJ Casino. If you're in a position like they are, it becomes a point where you I would hope you would realize, hey yo, I could start this label, fucking Moneybag Entertainment, whatever the fuck it's called, and I'm top. I'ma grab Yak the Mac and Gun. Gun gonna grab Lil Texan and Zay Booty or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and it goes like that.
Definitely.
Cause I realized I know enough people that have it. Once that shit trickled down, a motherfucker gonna come to me at some point. Like I realized that the Dallas scene is big as fuck, but it's small as shit at the same time.
Definitely.
With having gone to shows, with having met up with these people, with having known this person and being introduced because we're at the studio, whatever the fuck else.
Definitely.
This bitch is small as fuck. Like, my homies were trying to manage Tay K before that nigga dropped the race and went to jail. You know what I'm saying? One of my homies knows Tay K. One of my homies' sisters does Tay Money fucking eyebrows. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Tay Money.
Shout out Tay Money.
She's fire. She's
shout out Tay Money for sure. Shout out my nigga Frenchy, because he been wanting to meet Tay Money for the longest time ever, bro. This shit is hilarious.
Maybe. Bro, I saw her at a show at Green Elephant once, and I was like this close to her, and she has like a completely different presence about it. Very nice lady.
Oh yeah, she's nice as fuck. I met her at her Tay Money show for her birthday.
Oh, that was a banger, I heard.
No, that hoe was fire, bro. That was fire. And one of my homies that I met through Milo, Jubilee Valley, shout out you, is like real cool with her and shit like that. And so but it's like, that's the thing though, is I know these niggas off of just regular experiences, not trying to get to know you because of your connection, shit like
not
that. Just
be
because,
right?
Like, I'm
business.
not like no shiesty shit at all. Just like real, just like you cool as fuck type shit.
I got you. Dude, so when we think about, like, you talked about pulling people up, like, oh, just take 2 people, pull them up. If you were in that position right now, who were the, like, maybe 2 artists, and they don't have, like,
I don't even have to. I could name a fuck ton of people, bro. Oh
give me top either
I'll give you
5.
10.
Okay, that's fair.
I'll give you 10. So you and Nick for sure, bro, just because y'all are my motherfucking boys. And I know that y'all have that work ethic that if I put my name behind y'all, y'all gonna make me look good.
Facts.
My nigga Cargo Van Dam, bro. Bro, that nigga did my first show out here with me, and I promise you that was my favorite show and by far my best show was with him. And that nigga is just, his level of thinking when it comes to this music shit is just so fucking astronomically out of there, bro.
Yeah,
like, it's just nuts. So that's 3. So I'm definitely bringing Yak the Mac, because I feel like he has this lane. He has this lane that a lot of motherfuckers are trying to fill, but just can't do it like he can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he carries himself with this swagger, this feel that you it comes off of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see him from across the room, you like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
That's him.
Right. And not only that, but he comes with his music is fire, but it's different though. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
It's different as hell. Another one, Yurok. That's my boy.
I've heard a lot of great things about Yurok. I listen to his music, bro. You're fire.
My boy Yurok, bro.
Slept on for sure.
No, my boy Yurok. I met him through AA. Whenever I first started rapping, I met him through, and he was. I like looked up to him because I was like, this nigga go crazy. Heaven Above All, which is Yurok's homeboy, who I met through Yurok. He's out in LA right now.
Gotcha.
But his shit isn't even rap no more, bro. That's the crazy thing is, like, I wouldn't even just do the rap shit, bro. He ain't even rap no more. This nigga is like alternative, like it's just like his shit is so vibed out, bro.
Yeah.
His shit is so fucking vibed out.
I like those.
Texan for sure.
For sure.
I literally think that Texan, the only thing that has him not on Shade Room and shit like that right now and all that motherfucker is just because he's just underground as fuck. Like, once a mainstream label or whatever the fuck else
Scopes
hears texting, bro, especially with the bet you
can't wood me though.
that nigga, that hoe, bro, like on my mama, bro, nigga, like once I don't, and maybe the right person has heard it and he just didn't like the situation or whatever, I don't know, but I know that nigga got something about him. The whole Guap gang for real. Josh Young, all of them, bro.
Yeah.
All
If you've never been to a Guap show, bro, that shit is different.
That shit is
it's different.
I want to put a tag on it, like similar to like some Suicide Boys type vibes as far as the show goes. But it's not even that, my nigga.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not even that, bro. Like they are Guap gang, bro. Straight up, like. Ain't no real comparison you can really match them niggas to because it's just that's Guap gang, bro, for real.
Definitely.
So shout out them for sure.
Yeah, shout out y'all, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
And that's so crazy because art is just so subjective. Just everything creative is so subjective. People could look at this painting right here and say that's trash, or they could look at some of my paintings and say, bro, that's fucking fire. But
right.
like it's all subjective. So I love that point that you brought up.
yeah, and so that's the thing, bro. And especially Dallas, you got to think about Dallas, bro. Texas as a whole, Texas is big as fuck. It take longer to drive from Dallas to like Waco than it takes to drive from Dallas to the top of Tulsa or to the top of Oklahoma.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
So, you know, you got to think about shit like that. Like this motherfucker big, bro. There's hella people in this bitch, bro, and there's hella different. Like, just me knowing the motherfuckers I know. I know niggas. I know Danny from Luna Luna.
Shout out Danny and Luna Luna. They're
And
doing their
Luna
damn
Luna.
thing over there.
Facts. But that's one genre. That's not the genre that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's a taste. That's one taste. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you have niggas like Texan, which is one taste.
That's
Then you have
different,
niggas
yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like Lane, bro. That's another taste, my nigga.
Yeah. Shout out
like,
LTG, bro.
Like all of this shit. The problem is getting past that initial. That's not what I do. Or that's not what I listen to, or that's not what I like. But realizing somebody likes Luna Luna, somebody likes Texan, somebody likes LTG, somebody likes all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's somebody for everybody. There's way too many motherfuckers on this earth for nobody. For nobody to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? There's way too many people on this earth for nobody.
Yeah.
If that's the case, nigga, stop. Like straight up. Like, nigga, if
The
nobody
universe is
likes
giving you a sign.
If
You
nobody likes you, you've been making music for how long, bro? You ain't made no progress, no networking, no nothing. My nigga, stop, bro. Like, and that's just real, bro. That's not me trying to crush your dreams or nothing, but like, nigga, if you've been rapping since 2016, bro, and you ain't made no progress as far as your sound, you ain't made no progress as far as your knowledge, you ain't made no progress as far as your networking, nigga, stop, bro, stop. Just cut it out.
That's really funny. So I guess on that point, you know, we've been having a great conversation, Frenchy. So like, when will you know when to stop? Like, when will you be able to look back and say,
With no regrets?
yeah, and just no regrets and say, I did my shit. I left my soul, my heart, my entire being in the industry.
So like beyond music, bro, like music is my platform to get to that point for sure.
Definitely.
But like as far as everything goes, like hell yeah, I'm trying to real spiel the best way I could put it. I'm trying to raw dog the game, bro. Like I'm trying to come up in this motherfucker, bro, and do my damn thing, bro. I'm trying to.
I really mess with that. I really
like real shit, bro. Like I'm like, cause one, it's way too much money in the world, bro. I'm not even in this shit for the money. I'm in this shit because I love it, but like the money is definitely an aspect of it, nigga. Like I've told so many people, bro, if this music shit only gets to a point where I'm just paying bills and able to live a life where all I have to do is make music and I'm still able to save and pay bills and just live comfortably, bro. Even if that's the furthest length that this music gets to, I'm so okay with that, bro. Like for real though, like it get like that though, for real though, because like just being comfortable. Oh, I'm in this position and I know that I can pay my bills and this stuff before. Like that's fine, bro. But like nigga, you're going to work for 8 hours out of the day to come home, eat, and go to sleep to turn around and do it again just so you can get 2 days at the end of the week, bro.
talking.
Like
No, it's so real, and like, you know, I said the same things, but then like I'll just say it from my point of view. I rock a 9 to 5, and it's awesome and it's great. Like, but it's to pay the bills and like to make sure that you're financially like secure. So that way, because what people say like, yo, money doesn't buy you happiness, but money gives you time, and time is a lot. Like, it's the only asset you can't get back. And so like yeah. So all that to say, like, definitely, like, whatever you want to do, find your passions, do it, and then do it to the absolute fullest. Have no regrets, like Mike Frenchy was saying. Frenchy, bro, this is such a great conversation, bro. Before we get out of here, bro, what's one thing or a couple of things that you just want everyone watching this video to know about Mike Frenchy or Jordan?
One thing, Jordan, Mike Frenchy, whatever, bro. One thing is just fuck with me, bro. Point blank period, just fuck with me. Not even because I can benefit you or nothing like that, my nigga, but just off the simple fact, like, yo, bro, and justice will tell you, bro, if don't nobody want better for you, if you don't want better for you, my nigga, if you fuck with me and I know what it is and shit like that, nigga, I'm going to do everything in my motherfucking power to try and make you better, to try and get you where you need to be, bro. And this is beyond the music shit, bro. This is just real deal Holyfield. If you see me out here at one of these shows, if you see me in the streets, if you see me, if wherever the fuck you see me at, bro, meet me in the mall. It's going down. But don't be like, cause I got a resting bitch face. No cap, nigga. No cap. I look like I want to punch niggas. Regular face, bro. I look like I'm trying to knock niggas out, bro.
Look
like. like for real, like if I'm not smiling, I gotta.
That's really
nigga, like I look like I'm trying to beat your ass, or I got an attitude, bro. And it's not that, bro. I promise you, I'll be one of the friendliest niggas you ever meet in your whole life, bro. But if you take it there, I'll bring it to your ass. But like
the swiftness.
But like for real though, like if everything is copacetic and you can ask anybody that has ever come into contact with me, I don't give a fuck who it is, bro. So long as you don't do me grimy, bro, I will have nothing but love for you, bro. And that's real. But the other thing that I would like to say is one, if it's music, if it's food, if it's art, if it's books, nigga, whatever, bro. For real, do that shit to the best of your fucking abilities. I'm looking at the camera now. Do that shit to the best of your abilities. Do that shit with your full heart. And learn and research what you're doing too, though. Never go into it half-cocked. If you're doing something that you want to do, make sure you do everything possible, whether it's go to school, whether it's YouTube University, whatever the fuck. Like, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, for real, bro. Comedy, like all that shit. Do your research, bro. Find out who your favorite person is and fuck with they shit. You know what I'm saying? Find out the shit that inspired them. Do what you need to do. And with that, I say that the conquest for the knowledge and the ability to be on what you want to be on comes with knowledge that you didn't know you needed or you wanted. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that from mixing and trying to write and shit like that. Is never feel like you know everything, because you fucking don't. And never be scared to ask for input from somebody else that you trust, not no random nigga, because you never know what they on, but like somebody you trust to give you an honest opinion. Never downplay that shit, and never be scared to have constructive criticism, my nigga, and accept it. You know what I'm saying? I have dealt with that for a while, and I feel like it's held me back for some things, because there's people who don't make music who listen to my songs and they're like, well, if you did this and did that, it'd have been better. And those are the niggas I'm making the music for. But I'm like, you don't make music, fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But like, seriously, bro, you know what I'm saying? If you out here and you doing this shit, do that shit, bro, and love that shit. And it's not always gonna be peaches and cream, bro. It's gonna be times when you want to give up. It's gonna be times when shit is hard and you just like, fuck it, bro. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And if you truly feel like that and you did enough thinking, and that's just how you feel, then that is what it is. But if that ain't what it is for real, bro, don't let that moment that fucked you up, because it's been a lot of fuck shit I ain't been through with this music shit that have had me be like, I'm done. But if you keep headstrong, bro, and you keep motherfucking doing that shit, bro, I may not be Drake, I may not be up, you know what I'm saying? I'm still out here trying to pay these bills day by day. But I know that because I haven't given up, because I haven't tried, I stopped trying. I've met motherfuckers who at some point could put me on or help me out, or I've been in situations that have progressed me in some way, shape, or form, bro. So for real, you know what I'm saying? Don't block your blessings trying to fight your fight because you see one way, you know what I'm saying? And that's real.
Damn. I don't know how to follow that up. Don't let somebody block your blessings. Definitely, that's a bar. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Frenchy. Mike Frenchy, thank you so much for coming through and sliding. Make sure y'all check him out. I'm going to make sure to put all of his socials, where you can find his music on SoundCloud, in the link below. Make sure y'all check him out and go into his Instagram and just spam, yo, Foam interview is fire. Can't wait for that new project or whatever. Whoop-de-whoop. Hype him up. He's definitely going to be one of the bigger cats coming out of Dallas once he starts dropping on a regular basis.
Hey, bro, I'm about to come out, bro. Chill out. I'm about to start coming crazy, bro. It's about to be a flood out here, bro.
Absolutely. But in all seriousness, Frenchy, thank you so much for coming through.
Hold up, bro. Thank you for having me, my nigga, bro. Thank you for wanting me to be here, bro.
Nah, dude.
More than anything, bro. Thank you for what you're doing for this motherfucking. I know Nick said it, bro, but seriously, bro, this type of shit right here really bring the community together, my nigga. And you could fuck around and be that messiah that I was talking about, bro, for real. But like, keep this shit going, my nigga. Keep this shit going, bro, for real. I don't, like, nigga, if you need help finding motherfuckers to do this shit, whatever, bro. I don't care, bro.
We can definitely talk about that.
I will motherfucking make some shit happen. But more than anything, if you're watching this video right now and you haven't liked, fuck you. If you haven't subscribed, fuck you too. If you haven't made a comment, fuck you. And if you haven't shared this shit, fuck you and your mama. Straight up, I'm gone.
Foam, we out of here.
On the dash, press the gas if they gain it. Won't slow down, no tail lights breaking. I speed off in the Hellcat, I ain't slowing down. If I rev the engine, feel that rumble in the ground, nigga. I've been out of sight, but they can still hear the sound of that V8 purring, switching lanes, swerving, skirted off the lot and the tires still burning. City issue cop cars can't catch up, they worthless. Nigga, if you scared, go to church then, cause they gon' have to kill me before they put me in them cuffs. Watch me pull up through the dash and an Alex Wang tuck. GTA 6 star chase, but I don't give a fuck. Got one hand on the wheels and the other on my cup, cause I'm swangin'. You want it, then bring it. Foot on the gas, blowing dust off the pavement. Fifth gear swerving, nigga, I'm dangerous. I'm Vin Diesel whipping two-tone paint change. You can try and keep up, but I promise you ain't hanging. I'm in the Tudor coupe and bitch, I'm swangin'. Driving hella loose, cause bitch, I'm drinking. Fucking break the rules, my hazard lights blinking. Roll the windows up, hot box the whip stankin'. Red and blues in the rear view, still swangin'. High speed chase, nigga, fuck is they thinking? 220 on the dash, press the gas if they gain it. Won't slow down, no tail lights breaking.